in L.A. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the San Diego Padres and the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's time for Dodger baseball. Next. Alex Wood will be on the mound for the boys in blue. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, he's having a very nice season so far. He's got an ERA in the low threes. So hopefully he can continue that here in this one. Give his ball club a chance to win.
Alexi Ramirez heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Shortstop, Alexi Ramirez.
First of three here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike one. Eric, you look at your former employers, the Dodgers, as they enter play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape, winners in 7 of their last 10.
And in terms of the home set, they've won 2 and lost 2. So not much to say about that except you hate to give away games at home. You'd like to see a little more consistent effort going forward.
Oh, it's just so important for a visiting ball club to come out swinging in the first inning. You got to do what you can do to get on the board first. And he gives them a good shot at that right here as he kicks off the night with a leadoff double.
Wood sets. First pitch on its way. It's a swinging bunt up the line. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw is too late.
Well, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. He didn't even want to swing at this pitch. You see him try to hold up, but it winds up working out for him.
Matt Kemp will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. Grounded to third. This could be 2. Turner's got it. Utley for 1. Back to Adrian, and it's a double play. And here's a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting San Diego Padres. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
I think you're going to have to try to get on the board early and then don't let your foot off the gas. You've got to keep pressure on this club to not let them back in a ball game.
Number 62 will stand in for the first time now, hoping to break out of this little 7-game dry spell at the plate. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
And even after the double play, you can still make something out of this inning with a simple base hit here.
And he falls behind 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Padres leave 1. It's the Padres nothing. Dodgers coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Andrew Kashner, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, Matty, he's having a fantastic year with an ERA of under 2. You're going to have to pitch real well in this one to keep that ERA as minuscule as it is.
Jock Peterson comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Jock Peterson.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Eric, this Padre team, as they take the field here tonight, they come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
Yeah, and you look back to that last game, you'll take production like that anytime you can get it. It makes a starter's life easier. Heck, it makes your whole staff breathe easier.
Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Steve?
Well, I think they have to understand where they're playing. This is a great pitcher's ballpark, so you're not going to go out there trying to hit the light towers with everything you swing at. Make solid contact, move the line, and play a little bit more small ball.
First pitch coming, here it is. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matt, Clyde has a bit of a reputation for rewarding pitchers that pound the bottom of the zone. Calls the game well, but we might see some strike calls below the zone that hitters aren't going to be too happy with.
Here it comes, 2-0. Sent on the ground out to second. Weeks is there. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
Boy, nowhere close with this throw. Here's another look at first base. I mean, not only is this thing over his head, but you see it take off to the right field side of the bag, so it's not even on target. Very sloppy there. Potentially dangerous, too.
Yasiel Puig will stand in as he'll enter play fourth in the National League batting race.
And we know it's just April, so the season is just getting started, but obviously he's off to a great start.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line toward the alley in left center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. And he'll scramble back to the bag and be there safely.
And after getting shut out the last time they took the field, they didn't wait too long to get on the board here, and that's going to make it a 1-0 lead. They're off and running here in the very first inning.
Here's Adrian now. Chopped at the plate. Norris gonna have to hurry, and they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. And they'll slap the tag on him here in the rundown between second and third.
Third baseman.
Justin Turner will dig in now, and as you can see, he's well over 300 here to start this new campaign. And this is lined right back up the middle. Oh, and a beautiful diving catch there will end the inning as the side is retired. Tough to end an inning on a better play than this as he takes this one right out of the air. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Yonhervis Solarte makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second. Wood into the windup. First pitch on the way. And that's in there for strike one.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
And he misses with it, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. This is well struck. High and deep toward the left field corner. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. And with a quick breather here, let's look at how the Dodgers align on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, when you talk about first basemen that are just very smooth, Adrian Gonzalez, he comes to mind. Not the most athletic guy and may not cover a ton of ground, but everything he does just looks very smooth. You get an opportunity to watch him in this one.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Well, he's been a little slow out of the blocks here to start the season, but
That looks a little better there, as this is a sharp base hit.
John Jay will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And no shot even for Crawford. It's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. And this is taken in by Crawford now for out number 2.
And you'll see where this pitch is. It's up, but it's up far enough that he can't quite get on top of it. And he winds up lifting a lazy fly ball.
Standing in now, Jamal Weeks, as he gets under the first pitch and sends a fly ball out toward right field. Puig is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1 left for 샌디에고. It remains 1-0.
Crawford.
First offering on its way. Hit out toward second. And Weeks will flip to first, and that's out number 1. With a moment now, let's give you a look at how the Padres align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, defensively, they have the lowest fielding percentage in the majors. Not a lot of fun when you're out on the mound and you don't know if the guys behind you are going to make the play. We'll see what happens here.
Into the windup and the pitch. Chase Utley comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Kemp. Still going back. Gone! Solo shot that time from Chase Utley. And the Dodgers move in front now 2-0.
And this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
Batting 8.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Yasmani
As he swings on the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to center. Jay comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off and he makes the play easily.
Stepping in, Alex Wood. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. Into the seats, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Well, he's down 0-2 now, and he hasn't even seen the changeup yet. That could be the strikeout pitch of choice right here.
Grounded back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Well, you had to think that on 0-2, they just wanted to get rid of this guy using as few pitches as possible. But he shows a little bit of life up there, and he gets himself a base hit.
Jock Peterson will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first.
And remember, they got him on a fastball, so I got to figure they're going to attack him the exact same way.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And the recovery throw will be too late for the force at second, so that'll be scored an infield hit, and there are 2 on with 2 away now. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Corey Seager gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. On the ground up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. The throw home. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. Yasiel Puig stands in after hitting an RBI double his first time around.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Under it is the left fielder. And the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We've played 2 full. LA's on top, 3-0. Andrew Kashner set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Line towards center field, and a base hit now as that's how the third inning gets underway.
And you think you're all set up for an easy out. You've got the pitcher leading off the inning. 2 strikes on it. But the one thing you always have to remember, any guy with a bat in his hands can be dangerous. And sure enough, this is a leadoff single.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Nobody out, runner on first. Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. And Ramirez able to hold off on that one, but he still trails in the count. It's 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. Flip of his glove for 1. On to first, and it's another double play. Already 2 of them here in the first 3 innings so far.
Will Myers.
Oh, that is a sweet play right there. He's trying to get this ball to second quickly, so he fields it and scoops this thing all in one motion.
Here's Will Myers. As he'll swing and send a line drive out to right field. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Myers will turn for second. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Well, no shortage of offense early on. That's already 10 hits combined between these 2 teams. And he pulls into second with a hard hit double right here.
So here's Matt Kemp now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
And, you know, we're going to see this happen quite a bit out there. You know, that's not exactly the tallest outfield fence you're ever going to find. So this ball hops right over it for a ground rule double. Stepping in now, number 62.
as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. That's now 10 doubles for him on the season. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit to third. Gloved by Turner. And a low throw, but some fine dirt work there by Gonzalez as he digs this one out to end the inning. Adrian Gonzalez digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Cashner gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch swinging as this one's hit on the ground to second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
And more often than not, when you see a guy with a batting average like his is, it's a result of swinging at too many bad pitches. I should know. I was that guy. And his average is going to tumble even further after that at-bat.
Justin Turner will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Oh, he goes up the ladder on the fastball and pops this one up. Weeks is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The left fielder.
And this is right where they wanted this thing. You see it on show track there. They wanted to take him up around the letters, hoping for the pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
Here's Carl Crawford now. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Fielded by Ramirez. In a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Yonhervis Solarte is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Wood has his target. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. The 0-1 pitch. Hit back up the middle. Backhanded. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
That's a nice backhanded play there at second. You'd like to be able to get in front of this ball if you can, but here he does a nice job of looking it into the glove, and then he makes the throw to first for the out.
The catcher, Derek Norris, is in, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Ground ball left side. Turner has it. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And you can see there, both guys are living in the 90s, but in vastly different parts of town. 97 versus an even 90 miles an hour. John Jay is at the plate now, flied out at his first at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. To first. Gonzalez is up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They still trail it here 3-1. Chase Utley is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Second baseman, Chase Utley.
First pitch on its way. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Ripped down the first base line. And a sliding effort there, but that ball had eyes, and the leadoff man's on base to start the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Yasmani.
Into the box now, Yasmani Grandal. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, he's just flat out a better hitter from the left side. He's a switch hitter, but it's no secret this is his favorite side to hit from.
High in the air out to center field. Jay has a read on it. Makes the play, one away.
Boy, that's the kind of play where you take your hat off and you wipe the sweat off your brow, even if it's cold outside. This guy's getting hammered right now. He better figure out something quick.
The pitcher, Alex Wood, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And they'll try and play for one here as he gets this one down. Ramirez for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. One hit's all they get. We played 4 full. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Padres 1. Leading off the inning, Jamal Weeks, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Wood gets the sign. 0-1 pitch on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Taking it in is Puig, and there's your first out.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Into the box now, Andrew Kashner. As he'll swing at the first pitch and send one on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
The shortstop, number 10, Alexi Ramirez.
Alexi Ramirez comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around.
Yeah, and it's always kind of tough returning to the dugout after rolling into a double play. So you know he wants to make up for that one right here.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. On the ground to third. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Padres down in order. Score holds. It's 3-1. Jock Peterson comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
First delivery to him on the way. And a high strike there, 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Got him out at his front foot. It's 0-2.
So far, he's the only guy that struck out for these guys. He's in danger of making it 2 now.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, apparently he just got his gas tank refilled during the last half inning because, I'll tell you, he's come out looking as sharp as he has the whole ballgame.
Corey Seager steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Jay. 2 down.
Well, this is why you have your speediest outfielder in center field. He doesn't have to be your best outfielder, but he's got to be able to track some things down, and this is why they've got him out there right now. What a brilliant play.
In now is Yasiel Puig, as he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike one.
This is where a guy who's been very aggressive around the plate may start thinking about being a little more fine later on in the game. When these guys start thinking, hey, you know what? I'm just going to go up there and jump on the first pitch. You don't even have to throw him something good to hit.
Both teams with 6 hits so far. On the ground near home, but it gets fouled. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Will Myers makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Woods ready. Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
He's well on his way to a nice series now. 3rd hit so far tonight. These guys are going to need his production here, so a welcome sight indeed.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And coming up, the dangerous right fielder, Matt Kemp. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Puig's got a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
And you know, he
Number
really doesn't
62.
have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
Number 62 will dig in for the 3rd time now. He started the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Not the kind of night you're dreaming of when this game started. Let's see if he changes his approach here.
And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Line toward right center. In there, a base hit.
And they continue to rack up the hits. That puts runners on first and second now. But as we always say, it's what you do with all those base runners that's important. And so far, they haven't done a whole lot. Just take a look at our score.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here comes the Dodger manager making his way toward the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Chris Hatcher will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are 2 on with only 1 away.
Chris Hatcher.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. On the ground to the left side. Scooped up. Utley for 1. On to first. It's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More in a moment on the show. The Friday Night Showcase. Adrian Gonzalez will start things out for the Dodgers in their half of inning number 6.
Adrian Gonzalez.
Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. Now here's the pitch. On the ground up the middle. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Boy, you talk about a ball having eyes. First off, he's fortunate to get this one by the pitcher. It's not hit especially hard, but you'll see it get past second base where neither middle infielder can track it down. And it'll make its way into center field.
Striding into the box, Justin Turner. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready now. The pitch. Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
Well, it only took him one pitch to get himself in trouble, and one pitch later, he's already out of trouble by getting that double play.
Carl Crawford will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. Got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Well, this is where, as a manager, you have to really start worrying about location of pitches. He still hasn't walked anybody out there, but when the control starts slipping and the ball starts sailing out over the middle of the plate, that can be worse than walks.
Squared that one up just a little late. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. And here's a ball hit in the air. Myers is there for it. And that retires the side. 1 left for LA. And it's still 3-1. Back here at Dodger Stadium. The men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game summary to this point. Derek Norris will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play. Sometimes that's half the battle.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Crawford going back on it. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left. And the Friars are back within a run at 3-2 now.
Well, when you start relying on one pitch out there, and you become a one-pitch pitcher, there's no doubt in the hitter's mind what's coming. He's sitting on this one all the way, and he launches it right over the wall.
In now is John Jay.
Center field.
As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Boy, he goes right back to that same pitch that he just gave up a home run on. Put it in another dangerous location, too. Lucky he got away with that one.
That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Liner towards second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
And this is a tough task, facing a right-handed reliever with a good hard slider. He's not fazed by this pitch, and even on the inner half of the plate, drives this one for a solid base hit.
In now, Jamal Weeks. Hot shot down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And he is in there at third as the possible tying run. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Into the box, Andrew Kashner. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Throw to second, and they get him. So the sacrifice attempt is unsuccessful here. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Number 10, Alexi Ramirez.
Alexi Ramirez gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. From the stretch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
If you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Here's Will Myers. Lifted into the air out toward center field. On the move is Peterson. And that's the third out. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Bottom of the 7th inning upcoming in L.A. Get up and stretch. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Yasmani Grandal steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. He'll take the turn and head for second. Around second. He'll try for third. The relay throw. And he's in at third base with nobody out, representing the go-ahead run.
Pitcher number 41, Chris Hatcher.
Taking a little bit of a gamble there with nobody out as the go-ahead run. Conventional wisdom might tell you not to risk it and instead just stop at second, but he had a feeling he could make it, and sure enough, he was right.
Here comes the Padre manager up out of the dugout heading for the mound. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll leave in a tie ball game, but he is responsible for the runner at third, so the best he can hope for is a no decision. Carlos Villanueva will come on now as he'll take over in inning number 7.
23, Carlos Villanueva.
Andre Ethier will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 16, Andre Ethier.
Looks like double-barreled action now in the 샌디에고 bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. And that's too high, ball 2.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
The 2-0 on the way. Hit hard toward first. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
The go-ahead run has to hold there at third base. One out now. No gimme that they're going to get him home.
Jock Peterson stands in, was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Your job right here on the mound, you got to think strikeout number 1, ground ball number 2. You can't leave anything up that can easily be a sac fly.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, that's a pitch right there that you've got to lay off. You know he's going to throw it on an 0-2, and that's a good job of pitch recognition right there.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1 and 2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
Here's the pitch on 2 and 2. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now.
That's a huge strikeout right here. Guy in scoring position. He's not out of this inning yet, but that's going to go a long ways towards getting him there. Look at how he's fired up about it.
Here's Corey Seager. Here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting toward the third base dugout, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Dodgers leave 1, still tied 3-3. Yimi Garcia will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
63, Yimi Garcia.
Matt Kemp will stand in, and it's a bullpen game now. Both starters out as we begin inning number 8.
Yeah, both starters are out, and since we're tied, both starters not going to be involved in the decision.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Bounced weakly near the plate, but that one rolls foul. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Time now to give you a look at our starter comparison in this 3-3 ball game. Both pitchers turning in fairly good performances, as you can see on the graphic. Number 62 stands in. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And if you get him to look at strike 1, why not go back to that same pitch in the same part of the strike zone, and they catch him looking again?
Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. That's a great job there just to hold on.
3 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error for the Padres so far. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. A look there at our line score. All even here at Dodger Stadium as we play inning number 8.
Solarte.
Yangervis Solarte Stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Back goes Peterson, and a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 5 on the year as they take the lead 4-3.
And wouldn't you know it, he goes right through the order. 3 and 4 guys go down to start the inning. But it's the number 5 guy in the lineup that was a different story. And he takes him over the wall for a long home run.
Derek Norris will stand in to try it again, already with 1 home run in the ball game, and on cue, there it was back in the 7th inning, a solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys. Now the pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Peterson on the run, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. The Padres get 1 in the inning, and it comes on the solo home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's now 4-3 San Diego. Drew Pomerantz is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Drew Pomerantz.
Yasiel Puig leads it off for the boys in blue here in the 8th at Dodger Stadium. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Pomerantz sets. Here's the 0-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. A shot down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Boy, he's seeing the ball well here early in this first month of the season. Here he doesn't try to do too much with this. He just takes it the other way. That average will climb even higher. He's got another base hit.
Here's Adrian now, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Boy, and is the tide turning here? I think that's the real question at this point. It's a perfect start to the inning. You get the tying run up to second base. The go-ahead run is on first base as well. Still nobody out. And a decision looming here whether to bunt these guys up or try and roll the dice a little bit on this next guy and see if he can keep the rally going.
Kevin Quackenbush will come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are 2 on here with nobody out. So striding in, Justin Turner, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Belted high in the air out to left. Left fielder looking up at the track, the wall. And as Dodger fans have heard for years, she is out of here. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and it's now 6-4.
Well, they went to the bullpen to get that right-handed reliever, hoping that would give him the right-on-right advantage. Well, guess again, he gets a pitch out over the plate, and he turns that thing right around. That was no cheapie either.
Jose Dominguez is on to work as he'll take over here in the 8th.
Number 78. Jose Dominguez. The left fielder, number 3.
Here's Carl Crawford now. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw on to first, and they're finally able to get on the board here. There's one away.
The second baseman, number 26.
Chase Utley steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend.
He pulls this one into right. Kemp is there, 2 down.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but it's one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner, it's ball 1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. 3 runs already home here. And a swing and a miss as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
You talk about tying a guy up. My goodness.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. But the Dodgers strike for 3, all courtesy of the 3-run home run. Last chance coming up for the Padres. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Padres 4. Kicking off the top of the 9th, John Jay, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Kenley Jansen is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Kenley Jansen.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he misses again, 2-0.
You got to think one thing here. Get on base. A walk will do the trick.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Jansen comes set. 2-1 on its way. Hot shot on the ground is short. And that is into left field, so the leadoff man's aboard to kick off the 9th.
When you're down by 2 in the 9th, there's that old expression about needing a bloop and a blast. Well, that was hardly a bloop. That ball was stung pretty good. But it is going to get the tying run to the plate. There's new life in that dugout.
Wallace.
Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Now a throw over to first. Back in standing. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now.
Well, it's becoming pretty clear that that's how they want to attack him. Run that cutter in on his hands, Hopefully get him to hit something down on the label.
Too high. 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Yeah, he's still searching for that knockout pitch, but he can't find it here. I think he's going to have to challenge him 3-2.
Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Peterson is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the pitcher, Jose Dominguez.
Alexi Amarista will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 5, Alexi Amarista.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Runner at first here, one man out. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
He's bounced back nicely here after the leadoff single. Kept the guy anchored at first. He's done what he's needed to do.
Alexi Ramirez makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
The 0-1 delivery. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. And he'll squeeze this one for the final out, and the Dodgers have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Well, you know, some late game heroics in the bottom of the 8th were what proved to be the difference as they rally back to win in front of a very enthusiastic home crowd.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he only had 1 hit, but he definitely made it count. A big home run that turned out to be the decisive blow in the ballgame.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Dodgers win it 6-4. Good night from Los Angeles.